A lady in the comments asked you guys, are Chinese cars taking over the South African motoring industry?
I think it's a very good question. Thank you for asking that question. Well, I was once at a event where all the automotive leaders were in the conference. They call themselves the enablers. For me personally, I think they came into the market and opened up a whole new avenue and a whole new door for people in a price sensitive market. Features, they actually did their homework very well on features and what the young market wants. And let's face it, although Toyota is a very strong brand in South Africa, I think Chinese brands came in and saw a gap because they did their homework. And are they taking over the industry? I won't say they've taken over the industry, but I would definitely say they're in the game. The opponent that we need to be on the lookout for, especially us as Toyota ambassadors and GR ambassadors, and working for the brand Toyota itself. So,
well, there's not a Chinese performance car that we've seen enter, really. Something that would compete with a GR, a GTI, BMW M. Not yet. Yeah, I mean, electric cars, I don't think
Well, the BYD's got something on, don't they have?
Yeah, but that's electric. I'm thinking like a petrol, gasoline competitor. There can be something, maybe we don't know. There's nothing I've seen.
I don't think that's what they're after. Obviously, they're after the more volume, the better for them. The more, I think they're definitely after the market share, especially entering, into the Nissan plant. So that's a big move from Chery. So it's definitely something that we need to be on the lookout for. Normal level of what we are on the sales side, we do feel the impact. Absolutely. Our sales dropped on some of the passenger cars just out of our new car department, facing a lot of challenges on some of our derivatives. But it's just more on I think the question that, if I can return the question, is like, how are the Chinese going to keep up with this?
Yeah, they've come in now. I think something to factor into account is, remember, it's not just one manufacturer. So when people say what they're saying about Chinese, we've got a Toyota, we've got a Mercedes, a Audi, a BMW, but those are one brand. When we talk about the Chinese, there's many Chinese brands entering. So naturally it's going to affect market share. It's not like it was just GWM or just Chery or just Armada or JQ. There's several brands entering, so that's naturally going to affect market share. But longevity in the product,
that's the question.
That's something that you have to ask yourself. I mean, and how many people feel at peace buying that vehicle for their family? I think it is a great product in many ways, but I think in many ways it's also a new product. And that's going to come with its own set of challenges.
Yeah, and I think, look, it opened up a few doors for those that owns different brands. So let's say the guys that own Jeep or Chrysler or Fiat or Alfa, they managed to take a glimpse on the Chinese brands and help them to sell some cars. So definitely it is a huge impact. It does play a big role within our environment that we're currently in. Yeah, I think the real question is, are we going to allow it? And what are we going to do about it? That's more or less what I can answer now.